Hello, and welcome to the Grumble and Grouch show, and this is episode 15. And today we watched Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Before that, today was like a 2-for-1 because we actually tried to watch a movie before this one.
Right. Even though we were slated to watch the Ghostbusters, I don't know. Let's watch some horror movie. We can put that on the back burner. But I thought we can watch the new Omen movie. Because I thought, well, that looks pretty interesting. I did love the original Omen, Damien Omen 2. Love them both. So I said, hey, let's give that a shot. It looks pretty good. We literally made it a half hour in, and I was like, yeah, screw this movie, man. It was terrible.
It was the worst movie I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was.
Hello!
It was really bad. I was just.
The Omen, more like, oh, man, I gotta watch this. Wow.
It was bad. It was so boring, and it never really went anywhere. We literally watched the first third of the movie, and it doesn't go anywhere. Nothing happens. She goes to the main girl goes to a nightclub.
She has parachutes for panties. That's
Yeah,
what I remember.
Yeah. It was, to be honest, I thought it was a little too dark for the channel. I was immediately like, there was a couple of questionable scenes.
There was some nuns peeling potatoes.
Yeah, very questionable.
I know where Pringles come from.
Very questionable. So yeah, we decided to pass on that. So half hour in, we said, yeah, let's move on from this. Let's just go to the original idea, which is watch Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. And
But kids, remember, go back to the front and pay for another ticket to watch the next movie. Don't just go hopping in and out of rooms, seeing what movie's playing or anything like that.
Yeah, no, don't do that. But to be honest, after about an hour of this, I was like, let's go back to the Omen. Because this was just as bad. It wasn't as boring, but it was pretty stupid.
And then they caught us. They said, hey, go back to the room.
And I was like, do you know who we are? Do you know what YouTube is?
Grumble and Grouch?
Yeah. I was like, have you ever heard of YouTube?
Do you want to be part of our 72 subscribers?
Yeah. Hey, don't push us too far because we have the weight of 72 subscribers.
Hey, I can't believe they make us pay for tickets now.
The movie begins, there's this cold demon or something who creates these spiky icicles. Yeah. And it kind of starts off with this is a boardroom meeting, and some demon guy kills everyone in the meeting with some icicles. And that's how it begins. I was okay, well, not bad. All right, I'm on board so far.
Until the next scene.
Yeah.
And the next scene, the new Ghostbusters are like chasing down ghosts.
All right. Oh, and another thing too is I'm sure most of you or all of you have seen a review of Ant-Man 2. And watching this movie, I was watching this is the same actor, the same guy from Ant-Man 2. And I was like, you poor bastard. You cannot escape having a genius daughter or stepdaughter. Here we go again. This is Ant-Man 2.0 with a little genius freaking stepdaughter who knows everything about everything.
Yeah, they were chasing like a ghost down the...
Right. It was so stupid too. There's a little 15-year-old girl has to get involved. And that's another thing too, is I couldn't figure out this movie. Now, those of you who have seen the original, the whole point of the Ghostbusters... They view this as a money venturing scheme. They wanted money. That's why they did it. Hey, we need money. We know something about ghosts. And we got Egon here who has these traps. Let's capture these ghosts for some financial gains. I get it. It makes sense. That's why they're doing it. But in this one, they're not getting paid. Nobody, as far as I know, is getting paid. So I'm like, what the...
Yeah, at one point, the son was like, we're not even going to get paid.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you're getting paid with memories.
Seriously? So you're going to put your entire family at risk for some freaking memories? Really? None of that shit makes any sense. The whole motivation, we're doing it because we're so wonderful. We're going to stop these ghosts because reasons? I don't know, man. It doesn't make sense to me. I get it. The first one makes sense. They're doing it. Money venture scheme. Totally makes sense. I'm on board with that. But this one, we're so wonderful. We're such good people. We're just doing this for the betterment of humanity. I don't know why else they would do this.
Memories.
Yeah, and memories.
Yeah, and the girl, she's like she's like a badass, and she doesn't want to listen to the parents, and she wants to capture the ghost right away. I'd have been like, here's an iPad. Play Tom the Cat or something, bro.
Oh, and the movie is so incredibly corny. At the very beginning of the movie, and they asked the little girl who's 15, the daughter of Ant-Man's girlfriend, and he goes something like, why are you doing this? What's the point? She goes,
stay inside this car. I have a ghost to bust.
It's so stupid, really? I got ghosts to catch. Out of my way.
She's got curfew. She's got bedtime. And she got ghosts to catch, bro. Mm-hmm. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah. I to be honest, I heard a lot of good reviews. I heard a lot of positive things. Hey, this could be the one up there with Avatar that breaks the 5 barrier.
By the way, the scale goes up to 10.
Yeah, it goes up to 10, but only one movie has hit the 5 barrier, and this one didn't do it. Yeah. Yeah, so corny shit.
It was so bad. So they fire the little girl. They're like, you know what? You're not part of the crew anymore. And so she goes to the park and she wants to go play chess or something by herself. And then she meets a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, so she goes to a park, the 15-year-old, and she's playing chess by herself, which already doesn't make sense. What? Come on. I mean, I know this girl's lonely, but give me a break. So all of a sudden, the other chess pieces start moving on their own. And you're like, what? Really, you're assuming it's a ghost. It's got to be a ghost. And of course, it's a beautiful blonde-haired ghost.
Which makes no sense either.
Yeah.
According to the other ghosts.
Yeah. If you've ever watched any of these Ghostbusters movies, none of these ghosts look attractive. They're all like grotesque, monstrous. But of course, if there's a love interest, she needs to look exactly like she did when she was alive. Beautiful blonde girl. Yeah.
Died in a fire.
Yeah.
Does not look like Freddy Krueger.
No. She was, this is before I burned. Yeah. I think it would have been far more interesting if this girl had fallen in love with Slimer and looked past his looks and fell in love with him for the man he is. Yeah. That would be far more interesting to me than watching her fall in love with a beautiful blonde girl. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't on board with it. And then what happens is they meet the mayor of New York. And of course, it's the guy from the original, Dickless. I don't remember what his name is. He was part of the EPA guy. And he's now the mayor of New York. And he goes, you can't have a 15-year-old part of your team. And all of a sudden now they realize, yeah, you know what? Maybe not be a good idea. Have her 15-year-old daughter tagging along, hanging her on the side of the car. At one point, they're about to slam into another car, and the guy's, which button do I have to press to get her back in? Click. And then she manages to get right back last second, saved her life. So stupid. It's such a dumb freaking movie. And then, of course, in these movies, they always have to have these adorable little creatures. Wonderful. And I guess for marketing, they got to sell their freaking toys and shit.
I bought one.
You did? All right.
No, what is it?
Those little freaking Stay Puft Marshmallow, man. So corny. And to me, that is a ripoff of the Minions, except less yellow. That's what that was. They're freaking Minions hopping around, doing their thing, their shenanigans, and constantly up to no good, and so funny and cute. Yeah. No. That shit was whacked. I didn't like them at all. And it was literally Minions. That's all it was. The freaking little Minions doing their...
What was their purpose?
There was no purpose.
Nothing.
It's so cute.
Just so you can... So you can go to Walmart and...
so you can buy their little stupid toys and say, hey...
I got one.
I got a Stay Puft Marshmallow Junior. I don't know what the fuck they call it. I hated it.
I got a marshmallow keychain. That's horrible. Yeah, no, it was bad, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, these people aren't even afraid of the ghosts. The ghosts are making friends. Not even Casper the Ghost made friends this fast.
Man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And everyone knows too. I've said it, and I agree. It's a little lesbian blonde trying to hit on a possible lesbian 15-year-old, and that's how do they get away with that in today's day and age? If it was a guy hitting on a 15-year-old girl, everyone would be outraged. But two girls going at it. Yeah, that's good. That's modern movies. Yeah, so the team is assembled, and they have this one kid in there. I couldn't make heads or tails of this kid. I was like, is this the first transgender Ghostbusters? Is he a boy or a girl? I don't know. I kept asking Grouch, and we were all kind of confused. I don't know. I say maybe boy.
Well, there was the little boy with the glasses. Oh no, that was a girl.
Oh, see, that's the thing. Who the hell knows? This is a lot of transgenderism going on here. Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I couldn't figure it out. What was the name of the black guy? Jerome. So Jerome created a new containment facility. And I was like, good for you, Jerome. He got something for you to do in this one. And he created this new facility that can contain all of these ghosts. So it was way better than what they had before. And it's so stupid because they can in little windows you can look inside and stuff. And one of them had a little chair. You kept banging against the glass. Half the movie, this little ghost is constantly banging and banging. And but yeah, you can see all of a sudden you see all these ghosts in the little cubicles inside their glass chambers.
Hey Grumble, you said we're gonna get monetized one day. When's this happening? I'm broke. Help.
Not too far away, to be honest.
Skittles.
I think we're on our way.
Skittles. These movies are killing me.
Yeah. And I kind of understand what the Ghostbusters are going through because they're not getting paid and they go through this life and death shit and we're not getting paid. And we go through life and death shit too.
Oh, you know what I found really interesting about the Ghostbusters actually?
What?
You know how like superhero, like they were still wearing like the same crappy like brown outfits. I found that very interesting because like
the same.
Because like you watch like any superhero movie and they update like their suits, you know, and their suits look futuristic or like really nice.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
The same rags, you know,
same freaking getup as every other movie since 1984.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
Like the same little jumpsuit.
Yeah. They're not really progressing, and the same freaking car. Yeah. Bro, that car, man, it's got like at least 200,000 miles. You can't upgrade that thing to like a Hummer? I don't know.
Get a Tesla or something.
A Tesla, yeah, come on. Get with the, it's 2024, bro.
I haven't seen a station wagon.
Bro, I think that's like a hearse. Really? You can't get... a hearse? Yeah, I think come on, dude. I know you're nostalgic, but let's upgrade.
Talk about nostalgia. That's how you know they're not getting paid. On one scene, they open up the garage and they take out like the little bat motorcycle with like.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're like, we can do this on our own. Let's go. Yeah, little freaking motorcycle with like one of those little things for people to sit on.
Little attachment.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Honestly, this movie was absolutely terrible. I didn't like it whatsoever. And I've heard of people, a lot of positive reviews. So I thought, you know what, this could be Avatar levels. But no. Stupid, nonsensical garbage.
Anyway, so this little ball, there was one really good scene, though, which you mentioned that you're like, they were explaining the legend of like the bad guy.
Oh.
How he got trapped in like this little ball or something.
Dude, they show like the hieroglyphs, and the hieroglyphs moved as if it was that was by far the best. I was like, okay, now I'm on board. Yeah. For that 1-2 minutes, you got me. I was totally on board. I was like, yes, this
That'll
is
be
free.
$22.
Yeah. And I was like, well worth it, my man. Thank you very much.
I hope there's another scene just like that one. Nope.
Yeah. No. That was the best scene.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So Karacha gets trapped.
You're right.
Into the orb or something.
Right, and they cut off his horns.
Oh, the little horns were actually in Grandma's basement or something like that, or secret storage room. There was the Indian guy. I guess he's Indian.
Oh, right, yeah. This Pakistani or Indian guy.
Pakistani, yeah. And that's where the horns were, I think.
Right. Oh, yeah. Because he had this little like underground thing where he had all these artifacts and whatnot. and they're exploring, and they saw, I guess, the horns. Oh no, they saw the globe and the horns. Oh, actually, I think that monster.
The outfit. They saw the outfit.
Right. Oh yeah, and then she puts it on. Yeah.
It's so funny because at one point he's like, "Who are we gonna call?" I was thinking, man, call me an Uber. It's really so bad, man. I don't want to call no Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Call me a Lyft.
Call me an Uber because this movie was. Oh my god.
Bad.
I'm ready to check out.
Ugh. Oh, so I thought it was really funny. So like the little ghost girl, she like befriends, of course.
Oh yeah, you know what? This is what killed me too. Is of course this ghost is such a cool girl, and
I died in the flames.
Yeah, this is what this girl was. They try to portray her as such an amazingly, like I guess because this girl's a little nerdy. In real life, this girl probably wouldn't give her the time of day. But because maybe she's desperate, the ghost is like, "Hey, we can be friends. We could.
She was trying to set her up.
We can date." Oh yeah. She would, but of course, at the end, she comes back and is like, "I'll save you. I'll help you." And then she had little tears in her eyes. So romantic.
But she needed to become a ghost in order to like.
Right. Well,
she say the chant of like in order to liberate or free Cucaracha out of the oil.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what ends up happening. Yeah.
And then she goes and she becomes a ghost, and then she does the corniest line. I'd rather watch Aquaman get peed on his face, but she goes, "Boo."
Oh yeah. That was the whole thing. Every time she sees her, she's like, "Boo." So cliched garbage. She goes, and then when that little girl,
I would have been like, "Oh shit, I'm labor, help! Help me
I killed the shit out. She works. Help! I don't want to die. Take me back.
I don't want to be here. Help! It's not my time.
I'm not gay after all.
I'm not as brave as I thought.
I like men."
I have an exam on Monday.
No, she takes it so calmly. Oh, this is what it's like to be dead.
She goes, "Boo."
Yeah. So literally, she's dead now. She's a ghost, and she's so cool too. She's like,
"Boo.
Boo." Any other girl, any person, oh my god, help me! I don't want to die.
I pissed her Casper.
That's it. She goes, "Boo."
Oh,
That's how cool she is.
She's
Even
that
afterlife,
cool,
even afterlife, bro. She's still a cool
She's
chick.
cooler. She's cooler than Grouch in the afterlife.
Yeah,
I'll
bro.
tell you that much. I'd have been freaking out, bro. I'd have been freaking out. Anyways, Cucaracha actually comes into power. He even gets his horns back, right?
Oh, right.
And it's so corny because now all the Ghostbusters get together. Literally, the whole Avengers.
Well, before that too there was this like Pakistani Indian guy who is known as the Fire Master, and they're like, "You can do it." To be honest, I thought the funniest scene, the only scene that got a chuckle. There's no laughs. I don't care what anyone else says. There's other people. Oh, it was pretty funny. That one Indian guy, the Fire Master, he's pretty funny. He was the best part of this movie. Yeah, he might have been the best part of this movie, but that's not saying very much because he was pretty fucking bad. And the funniest scene was it was like a candle and like a little thing next to the candle. He had to move the flame from the candle to this other doodad. I don't know what it was. And he's like trying so hard, and eventually he does it. And he goes, "Wow, you see that? That was kind of humorous, but that was it. That was the funniest part of the entire movie. And if that's what you have to go on, if that's your claim to fame, this movie's pretty freaking bad." But there was the Keymaster in the original, and of course they can't vary too much from the original source material. So, are you the Flame Master? It's so freaking weak. Oh, and that's another thing too. Is at one point too is they're figuring out how to beat this freezing guy.
Cucaracha.
The Cucaracha? Yeah, they're trying to figure out how can we beat this guy. And then out of the blue, the scientist girl is like, "Brass. That's the secret. We can beat him with brass." How the fuck does she know brass is the key to all this shit? And then she creates... I thought she did all of the proton packs, but I guess it was just her own.
I guess.
Because when we're watching the movie, everyone freezes. All the Ghostbusters freeze except the girl. And I was like, bro, how come she doesn't freaking freeze? What makes her so special?
She got the brass.
Yeah, and Grouch is like, well, she has the brass proton pack. I was like, I thought they were all
got
brats. I guarantee this is why I hate movies like this. They got to push a freaking agenda. She is way more brilliant than Egon. Egon is not half as brilliant as this girl is. Why? She can figure this shit out. 15 years old. The problem with these proton packs, they lack brass. And I can figure this all out. And we can save the day. I just got to put brass in this shit. Stupid.
Go back being a ghost.
Yeah. Stupid shit.
It was so bad.
Yeah. Oh, and there was like a throwaway scene.
No, but seriously, even like the final boss scene or whatever was so weak. Like there was no like climax, like oh my god, the bad guy's gonna win. Like, there was none of that. First of all, the bad guy moves like really slow.
Yeah.
And he has a chance, of course, to take out the Flame Master, but instead he like tries to show off his power, trying to destroy his little lighter.
Right.
And
Oh,
then,
it's so stupid. Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
And then it's so stupid. The ghost girl somehow grabs like a match.
Yeah, she's been walking around with a book of matches.
A book of matches, and she lights it up, and the evil ghost goes, "Oh no!"
Because you gave the Flame Master what he needed. The flame.
So stupid. It's such like Hollywood cliche garbage. I hate this movie, man. It was so stupid. That's why you guys, everyone should listen to us because we give you a fair assessment. We let you know what this is. And this is a garbage-ass movie that no one should watch. I watched the last one. At least I did. I don't think Grouch watched the last one. Yeah, it was pretty bad too. But I think it's even worse. Even worse than the last one. And that's the thing too is at the very end of the movie, they have the ghost girl who is now smitten with the genius girl. Phoebe. Now smitten with Phoebe. Phoebe. And all of a sudden it turns into an episode of Dawson's Creek where they got to talk about their emotions and, how I love you. And I did it all for you.
I'll see you on the other side. I'll be waiting.
Yeah. They try to make it all like heartfelt. Oh, I love you.
Anytime you pick up a chess piece, think
yeah.
of me. If you ever die and become a ghost for 2 minutes, think of me.
Even though I beat you every time, don't hold that against me.
You suck. Yeah,
garbage, nonsense. I hated it. Bad freaking movie, man. Oh, and that's the thing too. Is like some people said is like the Indian guy, whatever his name was. He was pretty funny. He carried this movie. No. Not one joke landed for me. Not one. Every joke was so lame, so corny, so bad. No. This movie, from beginning to end, a complete freaking train wreck. Do not recommend. Do not see this movie. It's stupid. It's boring and dumb.
Still not as bad as the Omen.
Yeah. Head and shoulders above the Omen.
Even though we only got to like 30 minutes, but for you to get to like 30 minutes and get nothing
30
out
minutes,
of it,
listen.
Nothing? Like the scariest, the only part that was like...
Well, the only part that was kind of disturbing was the very beginning where this guy gets a pipe through his head. But you didn't
it was like glass, right? Was it a
no,
pipe?
but it was a pipe. And you see this big hole in the back of his head. And I was like, well, that's kind of interesting. But other than that... Yeah, that was it. And then she goes to a nightclub and she does it. Listen, for all you Patreon subscribers...
Hi, Mom.
We're going to do a special on that. Only subscribers, Patreon subscribers, are going to have access to it. Eventually we're going to do an episode of The Omen. I have so much admiration and respect and love for the original Ghostbusters. Oh. And now to look at this, to see my heroes and idols, these old has-beens now running around like a bunch of dopes, chasing this ice ghost around. You guys can do better. No, I didn't like it. I didn't appreciate watching all these guys who are now pushing like 90, running around, chasing this ice ghost. At the end, I felt so bad for these guys. I guess it's a good payday, but it was just so stupid.
They got paid in memories, too.
Yeah, they got paid memories.
They were looking for an icy hot.
Yeah.
That's why they were following this guy around.
Now it's gonna take forever for me to forget these memories. I'm gonna have to drink these memories away. I started tonight. I gotta forget. The movie ends with a lesbian ghost says to the little girl, 15 years old, mind you, I will see you in the fabric of the universe. So touching. I saw Grouch had a little tear coming down his eye. And I was like, it'll be okay. They'll see each other in the fabric. Garbage, nonsense, such stupid writing.
What?
I'll see you in the fabric of the universe.
Who are you gonna call?
Yeah. Uber. Get me out of here. I can't take it.
Help!
This is terrible.
Turn me into a ghost.
I don't live anymore.
So what do you want to give this movie?
All right, here we go.
Oh my!
This is the rating. 1 through 10. I give this movie. I give Ghostbusters.
Jimmy, write this down, Jimmy.
Jimmy, come back, Jimmy. We need you. This is not Afterlife. This is Ghostbusters. Frozen Empire. Yeah.
Oh, I
right.
thought it was Frozen 3.
No. So I give Ghostbusters Frozen Empire a 3 out of 10. What say you, Grouch? What do you give it, man? And I better not be unwatchable. You got enough unwatchables on your belt.
This is probably a 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 out of 10. Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
If I
mean, there's so few positives we can say.
If I saw this on TV, I would change the channel so fast.
Yeah.
There's nothing worth rewatching.
No. This was just a boring slop of a mess from beginning to end.
I tried to get my money back. I went up to the manager. I was like, yo, there's people talking behind me. Can I get my money back? They said no. This was horrible.
Yeah.
I just can't.
This is another disaster.
The manager was like, didn't you pay for the Omen?
Yeah. Did I see coming out of the Omen?
I was like, oh, man.
He goes, oh, man, I was confused.
Oh, man, I bought the wrong ticket. Anyways, a
disaster from beginning to end?
Charming Togo. Wow. And on that note, the Grumble and Grouchy Show.